Oh, hello. Join me as I pick beautiful paper and make paper from napkins and create a prayer journal, a commonplace book, a notebook, a junk journal. This will be all the things. Do you know what? I don't even know what I'm going to call it, but I have discovered and have been looking at lots and lots of videos on commonplace books, and I think that's what I've been creating in all this time. A commonplace book is a notebook where you record certain things. So this one I want to use for prayer, I think. I'm not even sure yet, but I'm putting it together, and the first thing I want to do is I just want to make it pretty. So that paper I've just made with a napkin and some Mod Podge. It's glitter Mod Podge. Doesn't really come out in the thing there, but I just want to make it very pretty. So I'm putting all the papers together and just trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the cover. And look, I've had this bag stowed away for could be years, and I've never wanted to give it away. So I just thought, look, do you know what? Let me just make my cover out of it because I just love the bag so much. And then I've got some left over for another one. So that is lovely. And I love the fact that I can take the handles out and use those little holes for something else, which will be revealed shortly. But cutting round. The first prayer journal I made was with a good friend of mine. We had it's been a Bible study, and we had a creative Bible study, and she showed me how to do this, and I've just fallen in love with making books and notebooks. So here's my next fixation. If you know me and you know my channel, you will see me making bookmarks and crocheting, printables. I do lots of printables for my Bible study, and I think the new thing is going to be bookmaking. If you also know me, I apologise. I got hacked most recently, and I have completely lost my other social media channels. So there's no more Facebook and no more Instagram. I've been completely banned by Meta. I don't know what happened, what that hacker did, but that is it. It's over for me and Facebook. But, you know, we soldier on, and it's just showing me how much I don't need Facebook and Instagram, and how we can avoid those platforms. I guess they make you feel like you're reliant on them, but we're not really, are we? So I've just made that cover, and I'm just doing the inside of the cover now. So putting lots of glue there. You saw me chop the corners, and that makes it less bulky, so it makes a nice finish. I love these papers. And the friend who I made the first book with, she was very generous with the paper, and she let me take some of that. This one is from a book called Paper, Paper, Paper. I will try and remember to put a link. I just got it on Amazon. Really lovely book, full of gorgeous paper. You almost don't want to chop it up, but I've just started to chop it up to make this sort of thing. So, excuse me, so I've got a cold. I don't know if it's a cold or hay fever. But yeah. So yeah, that's the cover done. And so pretty. So now I'm going to put some holes in. You might notice that I'm not measuring anything. I would advise you to measure to make things even. But what I've done is I've seen on the paper, on that map thing, there's a triangle, and I've used two corners of that triangle because I know that they're going to be in the pattern, I know that they're going to be straight. So yeah, but I wouldn't follow my example and not measure things. I am measuring, however, because the rest of the papers don't have a guide like that. Making sure that the inside papers are straight. And so when I chop everything and I put a hole through everything, I can go straight through with the binding ribbon. You get a lovely view of all the gorgeous paper that I've picked to put on the inside. It's going to be so pretty. It's a mix of pretty paper and plain paper. The pretty paper, you still be able to write on the top of it, but you can also put little things like envelopes and tags and little pockets, fill the pockets up with things. So yeah, and as I'm doing this, I just find it so relaxing, just creating. My mind is just on this in creating mode and I'm not thinking about anything else. So making sure everything's straight before I put the holes through, which is quite important because you don't want it all. I do have hay fever today. And there we are. I love this bird serviette and it's made such a nice paper insert as well. So yeah, I was talking about the different notebooks that I've got. So I've got a book I use for journaling, a gratitude journal, writing down my prayers. I also have a book I take to church with me, and that's the one that I use to just write notes from the church services. Here, this is what I'm using the holes for. I'm going to put some pretty things, a little broken necklace that I'm going to use as a little chain. Just finding the right attachments there. That's going to look really pretty. That hole is just in the right place. It's gorgeous. So there's two. How cute. Yeah, and then what else do I have? I've got lots of notebooks. There's a notebook I'm looking for that I'm going to take to New Wine, so that when I go to the different when I'm listening to the different speakers, I have something to write in. And yeah, so I think I was inspired recently because I was looking through my cupboard and I noticed how many notebooks I do actually have. Some of them I finish, some of them I don't. I don't know about you. Sorry for sniffing, I've just got a really runny nose now. And so here I'm putting the ribbon through. I found a beautiful, beautiful green. Really love it, and it seems to go with the floral kind of nature inspiration of this book. So threading that all through the pages. And again, this is slightly different to the first book that I made with my friend. With the first book, I had 3 holes, but with this one I've only put 2. It's slightly smaller than the first book that I made, but I am double threading it so that it's nice and tight, and so that the ribbon ends up here like this, so that I can tie round. And then I'm going to just trim it down a bit because it's very long ribbon. I'll try and remember to put all the notebooks and things that I've mentioned in the description for you, so that you can use some of the same papers that I've been using. But yeah, here's the finished product with beautiful paper. I'm going to turn into a lovely maybe prayer journal, thought journal, commonplace book. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed making this with me, and I hope you make one for yourself. Let me know.